Okay, so hello, welcome guys to Sonic the Hedgehog. Sorry for the filming that I have to do now because this is just way too big and this stupid setup which for holding the phone just wouldn't do it. I found this box at local, you could call it a dollar store, but in Czech Republic we don't use dollars. This thing cost a mere $10, the mere equivalent of that. So let's have a look inside. And of course, it's a cheap piece of Chinese electronics and it's a projector. Here's the instruction manual, we shall have a look at that later. And then this is all the rest of the stuff. You've got the projector and all the other junk. So yeah. So let me just put the phone up onto the holder and we shall have a proper look at this. So let's begin on with our journey. And what we've got in the box is a dirty instruction manual. We've got the projector itself. It reeks of cheap plastics and this thing just feels hollow and feels horrible in the hands. Okay, so we've got a remote control. We've got power adapter. I thought this thing was battery powered. Anyways, this way too cheap. A little unused sachet and an adapter for the analog video. Okay, for the composite. Anyways, let's have a read of the manual first. So, looks into it's all in Chinese. Now here's the English. Let's have a read. So, remarks. Thank you for interest in this projector. Please read this manual book carefully before using the projector. Yes, blah, 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 blah. Please use the power supply and power cables indicated. To ensure stable power supply, please use national standard power cable and power cord with grounding. Blah, blah, blah. No, like, why a power cord with grounding if this doesn't even have a ground? This isn't a grounded plug. It doesn't have a ground. Why should I use a grounded lead if it doesn't have a ground? It's stupid. It's not earthed. Okay, let's just have a look at the product details. So we've got the side here. So on the side, we've got the channel under which I can see a fan and some sort of heatsink. Possible for the LED. Next to here is an SD card slot and analog video in. That's what this token gesture adapter is for. And then we've got also USB. On the back here, we've got HDMI. This is the infra port for the thing, what you call it, for the remote control. We've got VGA. And on this side, we've got the power in. Of course, it isn't battery power because that would be way too much. The headphone jack on the front is the lens. Yep. Nothing interesting there. And just a fake grill. And on the bottom, it says some junk. And it's got also a tripod mount. So we shall take this one actually out before we take it apart, and then we shall just take it apart. Okay. So product features. The professional appearance design for ventilation has largely improved the stability of lifetime for the projector. The LED lamp can work for over 20,000 hours and can provide beautiful colors. Nifty. Manual focus adjusting. Get pictures from 20 to 60 inches. No, they cannot use, they have to use imperial things, I don't know. Yes, I didn't put my gloves on. Just excuse it, okay? I didn't put my gloves on because it's just supposed to be a quick video, as well as my gloves are in the washer. And I ordered a new set of gloves, okay? Just deal with it. Yep, it supports all the kind of thing. Fittings. So it has a user manual, power adapter, 3-in-1 AV cable, and remote control. And of course the projector and an unused sachet. Okay, specifications. So the product name is LED projector. There is no kind of model or anything. I tried to search this up. This one was a mere $10. The equivalent. That's about like, I don't know, like 250 Czech crowns or something. Pretty insanely cheap. Native resolution is 320 by 240. For 2023? Oh my gosh. No way I'm gonna use this. The lamp is LED, of course. Language is English, etc. Contrast is 300:1. I don't understand this ratio. Image size 20 to 80 inches. That's weird because here you say the image is 20 to 60 inches and here you say it's 20 to 80 inches. I don't get it. The number of colors is 16,770 color. Oh, that's the probably the car temperature. Kelvins, I don't know. Power base, I should say power consumption is 24 watts, so that's basically 2 amps. That's quite a lot. That'll be the LED. Weight is 0.38 kilograms or 380 kilograms, and for those pesky Americans, it's the same value, but just in pounds. Operation mode is manual remote control. Output is headphone. I don't get this. First, when I had a peek at this manual, I thought it was quite cromulent, but it's a pile of crap. Image system. Oh, it's an LCD projector. Hence why it was so cheap. Oh, it's gonna be a pile of garbage. I'm gonna have to pull my curtains closed and try this thing out. And yeah, it's gonna be pretty terrible. Supported resolution. That's like 1080p, nifty. But why it says 320 by 240 native resolution and the supported resolution is 1080p, I don't know. Input voltage is 12 volts. Brightness is 48 lux. Lens is 125 something. Projection distance is 1.25 to 4 meters. Well, no way I'm going to test that here. Projection mode is front projection. Speaker is 2 watts. Yep, that's another deceptive thing. If you look at the bottom, there's 2 speaker holes, right? You think it's stereo. No, there's only 1 speaker right here. Or right here. I don't know where it is. I think it's here. Anyways, that's kind of a bit deceptive. At least they tell you it is the size, yep. Working temperature minus 10 to 36 degrees, so you cannot use it in a rainforest how I wanted. And the input is analog video, VGA, USB, SD, and HDMI. You can also put an SD card in this. In this crappy thing, you can have a pretty crappy, slideshow. I think that the PowerPoint, that a Windows 98 PowerPoint would do better than this. Multimedia support files, audio, WMA and MP3 and M4A, also known as the bare minimum. Image files, JPEG, BMP, PNG, and in the video you can see all that here. I'm gonna show right here. You can have a read. I'm gonna show the manual. Just you can. This video is in HD. I might actually film in 4K, so I'll let you just show you what this manual, what is in the manual. You can pause and have a read on it. You can pause and read it yourself. I'm not going to read all of it. So let's have a chart with projector. So as said previously, on the front is the lens and a fake grill. On the side here is an output of a fan. That's the LED heatsink. SD card, analog video in, USB. This is what the Choco just your piece of junk plugs into. Oh my gosh. That's pretty horrible. USB, HDMI, that's the infrared receiver for the remote control. That's VGA. DC input, 12 volts, and headphone jack. At the bottom it says it's 12 volts DC, 2 amps. Image unit is LCD and lamp is LED. CE, I think in this case it needs caveat empted. And ROHS certified. Anyways, on the top we've got buttons. You've got a power button and a power indicator. You've got enter, left, right, input and escape. Okay. Let's have a look at the remote control. Okay, so this is the remote control. Can even zoom apparently. How does the focus work? Yeah, I would do the focus like this. Anyways, let's get this garbage cap off and let's take this now. Unfortunately, I don't have any video sources to test out on this. I just cannot find the HDMI cable for my computer, so sorry. We're gonna take it to the toilet because this is the darkest place I have at home. So yeah, let's test this thing out. Okay, so let's have a test, guys, on this projector. So I got it prepared. Let's power it on. Oh, the fan is pretty loud. My gosh, I don't see shit. This is a pretty good piece of junk. What's going on? I don't see junk. Do you see anything? I don't know, maybe I'm not testing this thing properly. I was trying to use some of the controls. Okay. So what if I just say zoom? Does it even do anything? The remote control has batteries in it. It doesn't work. And as you can see, that this thing is basically a piece of garbage. I seen an advertisement on internet for this and it's just a pretty piss hand resolution. So let's just switch this thing off. There you go. And let's take it apart and see what makes it tick. So as you might have probably seen in the demo, this thing is a pretty good piece of crap. So, no, pretty bad piece of crap. Pretty stinking pile of dog crap. Oh, it's hot! Jesus, that's pretty warm. Jeez, that's so hot. Anyways, it looks like that we've got 4 screws around here. Just trying to take them out. Where is my screwdriver? I specifically bought this thin screwdriver for it. No, it doesn't fit. Maybe if I push it down, yes, I'll push it down. Yeah, but these screws will put up a much bigger fight than I thought. Anyways, give me one moment, please. Okay, after some fighting with the screws with this stupid thing, let's lift the lid on this and see what makes it tick. Okay, so here's the cover. Buttons there. Oh, I can see that it's pretty crap. Oh, that heatsink's hot! That is like hot. That is really hot. Oh my gosh. Anyways, there's the board. It's got some sort of chip on there. Let me show you. I'm not gonna reverse engineer this. We'll search up the chips. This will be most no doubt just a standard LCD monitor circuit. And here's the lens for all your lens aficionados. Here's all the buttons, I guess. Here's the LED, and here's the cooling fan. Let's have a look what the cooling fan is. Yep, a standard piece of junk. Some unknown brand. What rating it is? 12 volts at 80 milliamps. Stuck that back in there. Anyways, let's go further. So let's undo this cable here. Take the flat flex out. Lift the board. Oh my gosh, it stinks, and it's made out of the cheapest. Wow, this is pretty crap, is it? Let's undo all these cables, okay? There you go, here goes the fan. Let's put this aside. Here's the little pissant speaker, which you didn't test, and already... Are you freaking kidding me? That wire already came off. I'm gonna have to fix that if I'm not going to possibly sell this over to someone and just give it to someone, maybe. Let's have a look into the optical assembly, shall we? That's what we are here for. I want to see what kind of system it has inside. Most no doubt it'll be a pile of junk, but we shall see. Okay, release the... Alright, I knew it. This thing is a pile of garbage. And literally, this is a waste of money. This is a literal waste of money. Look, you've got some nice Fresnel lenses here. This thing was just an utter waste of money. And there's the fancy LED. Oh, here's the fan. Here's the fan, I guess. I put the fan in backwards. Now let's see how smart I am. How did that go in there? Like that. It went in like that. There you go. Well, that's how quality this is. Just some mirrors. The light bounces off here. Here's your LCD. And here's just like, yep. And the speaker is all broken. Alright, do we want to go further? Of course we want to. We want to see the LED. There's some screws on the bottom here, which I'll try and take out. I mean, this thing is just an utter piece of garbage, I guess. There's nothing in it. It's just made out of crap. There we go. Let's take the LED out. There we go. Here's your LED chip. Interesting. Here's your little fan. Now let's take the speaker out. I'm completely willing to destroy this thing because it's just a pile of garbage. By the way, when I paused, I found the HDMI cable, connected it up to my computer, and just freaking it didn't work. It didn't work properly. These are a little pissant, crappy speaker. Let's take the stupid front lens out. I'm absolutely destroying, and of course, I am destroying this thing. For science, okay? It's for science, and also so that way I don't have to worry about looking at this thing. I'll salvage some parts from it. I'll salvage the LED, the fan, and I'll throw, maybe the speaker and the power supply will come in handy, and I'll just throw the rest out. Okay, here's the your little lens. Here's the LCD, just a standard LCD. There you go. There's a Fresnel lens. Okay. Of course, plastic mirrors. Oh my gosh! They didn't peel the protective films off of these. And that's why the picture was so horrible. Second Fresnel lens. There's a second mirror. Of course, the protection film hadn't been peeled off. What kind of assholes? Huh. Oh, they might have been on the other side anyways. this is it. So, let's take the original box. Let's throw this phone out. So, the control board with the LED, speaker, fan, lens, mirrors, LCD, piece of plastic, bottom piece, the two Fresnel lenses, the lens cap, the top cover, and this thing goes, you guessed it, in the garbage. Yeah.